Hello my beautiful love goods and welcome back to my channel. In today's build, I am building another tiny house, and this one is another towny tiny house. Say that 3 times fast. But yeah, today we are building a tiny house for the BFF household. Now, if you may have seen in the thumbnail, they were gal pals. Let's just say that. But anyways, all jokes aside, the BFF household, they consist of Summer, Liberty, and Travis, and they are base game Sims, and they live on a 40 by 30 lot in Willow Creek, and they don't really know each other. That's a pet peeve of mine because they are the BFF household, yet they're not even friends. So, and they're supposed to have this romantic tension, and they don't even have any romance whatsoever. So yeah, I redid the story, and I think I need to go into my save that I'm playing in and edit the story, like the little bio for their household, because, if you could tell by the thumbnail, Summer and Liberty, they're in love now. And of course, you know, good old Travis, he's gay to me. I don't know. And I think I want to have him have some kind of relationship with Johnny Zest. I'm not sure if it's serious, but I just want them to be involved. So yeah, I might do that. Do let me know in the comments down below, though, what storylines you've kind of made up for these Sims, because they are base game Sims. We've had them in the game for literally since it came out. So do let me know what you all think of the family down below. You will see in the screenshots a couple little sneak snippets of Summer and Liberty in their bedroom. Just kind of, well, they're about to woohoo, but I imagine they're about to kind of cuddle and watch TV. That's just my canon, but you know, it's just The Sims doesn't really have that feature. I don't know why. Wouldn't that be amazing if The Sims 4 had that feature from The Sims 3 where you could like sit in bed and like lay back in bed and just like watch TV, because you could do that. I would love that. But yeah, do let me know, because the BFF household, they're kind of like one of those families that it just kind of lets you build what you want. Yeah, it does. But like it basically, they're one of those households that kind of just allows you to kind of put your own story on it, because it's just like a clean slate. And yeah, but anyway, this house is a tiny house. Technically, it's 100 tiles, so it's very much so pushing it. It's a tier 3 tiny house, so it's a small house, not really a tiny house, but I think for 3 Sims, it's realistic to have a house this big, to be honest. It's still quite small, but I honestly love this house. I am only using the base game today to build this as well, so you won't have to download any custom content or any DLC to play with this house. And yeah, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, and it's on the same lot that they normally live in, so it's a little bit of a... It's a little awkward, I will say, just because it's such a big lot and then there's this kind of small house, but I think it would be fun to possibly put like an empty house next to this one, or maybe a shell or something from Debug, and there is the lesbian pride flag, because we stand lesbians on this channel because they are superior, but no, I just did that because of Liberty and Summer, and I honestly also gave them a makeover as well, and I just played around with them for a little bit after I built this, and honestly it was so fun. I don't know, it took them a while. I will say it took Summer and Liberty a while to really come around to each other, because they became friends very quickly, because here's a little cheat that I learned from Little Simsy. Little Simsy? It's Lil Simsy. I don't know why I said it that way. But this is a little hack. If you're wanting your Sims to become close friends really quick, all you need to do is actually like take pictures with them. Like, have your Sim take pictures with the other Sim and take photo with from the cell phone, and it's like a super fast way of increasing the friendship. Like that, it's like ridiculously fast. I don't like using that all the time for my gameplay, but like whenever I'm like, okay, they're supposed to be friends already and they're not, I will do that. But anyways, I really do like this house a lot. It's kind of different from a lot of the base game builds that I've built in the past. I try to keep this style, like, not really the style necessarily, because the house that they lived in prior was a more colonial styled house, but this one is just more of like a basic suburban home. I just kind of went with the same sort of colors on the exterior. I changed the siding color, of course, but the like accent color there, that kind of bluish dark gray, like I used that, and I actually really liked using it here. I don't know, it looked really nice. And the house is a bit more of a pink style just because lesbians. But yeah, so but anyway, here I am moving on to the interior, and if you didn't see the last video where I renovated, not renovated, but if you didn't see the last video where I built a tiny house for Johnny Zest, I essentially did the same thing here. I went in and I basically moved them out of this lot and moved them back in, demolishing the house, but they kept their furniture. So I basically went through their inventory, their household inventory, and just brought out the items that they already had and tried to use them. Now, some of this stuff I did sell because it didn't fit in with the style, or it was too expensive, or I didn't like it. But then I did try to use a lot of the items that were there. I did sell a lot of like the curtains, because obviously a different style means different curtains, but like that chair there, I never would have used that chair if I hadn't done this this way. Like that little base game like armchair there. I mean, I may have used it, but that green color, it just pops. It pops, snaps for that color. I love it. But and yeah, I just went through and I tried to use all the items up for the most part. I would say a good 50%, we'll say, the items. And here I am using the OMSP shelf. This is a red shelf that is very much known by a lot of the builders here in the Sims community. But if you haven't learned about this, it is a really nifty little CC item that I don't normally ever leave it in my builds whatsoever. So what I do is I just use it with Move Objects to place items on surfaces that don't normally have slots, or maybe the slots aren't that good. And the thing is too, this shelf, the red shelf, has a lot of slots on it. It has like 100 slots, and a lot more items tend to stick to it, so it's easier to clutter surfaces. And yeah, I have a whole video on that. It's pretty old, but it's still very accurate. I will leave that linked down below, as well as in the iCard and on the end card, because it's honestly a really handy shelf, and you know, a lot of people love it. We praise the mighty red shelf. So yeah, and there was a lot of items in their inventory that I was hesitant to use, but I still used them, and I kind of liked them. Like the chair here, the office chair, and the desk, they're very modern, but like the colors work with the vibe here, honestly. Like I'm really here for it. Like that sap kind of pea green color, I don't know, maybe not sap green, what color would you call that? It's like a yellowy green. It's very vibrant, and I normally wouldn't use it, but it fits really well in with this house because all the colors are quite pastel and light, and that little pop of green is like a nice bit of I wouldn't say contrast, but it's like a nice bit of pop, you know. And it goes with the curtains, which are base game also. Those curtains are kind of my favorite curtains in the game. However, they have the worst swatches whatsoever. Like, they are terrible, but this swatch is nice. So yeah, and I was very glad to use it here because I knew that I wouldn't really have a lot of options, and I'm glad that these worked. So yeah, but if I didn't say before, this is a two bedroom, 1 bathroom house, and each bedroom is like a 4x4 room, like 4 tiles by 4 tiles, and then the bathroom is just a little 2x3 by tile. But I could have easily built this house smaller, but let's be honest, if it's gonna be a tier 3 house, you might as well make it 100 tiles because, you know, if it's 65 tiles, you're going to get the same amount of perks if you have a 100 tile house. So yeah, that's the thing about these tier like tiny houses, is it's nice to kind of just like go as big as you can but still get those perks. But yeah, it was a really fun house though, and just using the base game has been really, really fun lately. It's just been really refreshing because, you know, I used to use a lot of CC and I used to use all the packs, and I think building with just the base game for now has actually been really, really beneficial for my, like, I guess my like building style. Like, I've been really overthinking my building style, and there's the lesbian pride flag again. We love it. But it's been really nice because I haven't really had to like overthink things as much, and plus with the base game I know everything so well, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use this item in this watch because I've used these items so much over the years that I know them by now. So yeah, and I love their bedroom. I don't know why. This is Summer and Liberty's bedroom. I love it so much. It's got the TV. It's really cozy, but it's still fully functional. I played with it and everything. It's really cozy. They have like a little TV that they can't really watch, but you know, I like to imagine they do. They like sleep in on Saturday mornings, and they just kind of curl up together and they watch like, HGTV. They like watch Fixer Upper or something together, and they're like, oh my God, that we love that shiplap. We're definitely doing that in our future home. Like, I don't know, like I just see that being a thing, but I don't know. I really, really enjoyed these Sims a lot. Like, I tend to kind of veer away from playing townies, to be honest, in my gameplay. But honestly, with these Sims, I definitely love them. Like, Johnny Zest always is one of my favorite townies of all time. But these Sims, I think, are up there too. Like, I really, really like their aesthetic now. Like, before they were kind of sad and weird and heterosexual, but now they're actually really cute and just like they're a little bit more interesting, because the story before was that Summer and Liberty both had like crushes on Travis, and it was like an awkward love triangle, but I just didn't really love that. I thought that was kind of boring and stereotypical, so I redid it and made it gay. So I hope you all liked it though, and yeah, it was a really fun build, and it was a really fun time playing these Sims too. I didn't really play with Travis very much, but I think I am going to play with him some more, and I did give him a little makeover, and I gave him different hair color. So if you do see him anywhere, which I don't think you will, but if you do, I just gave him a new haircut and a new hair color, because the cheese hair, we're not here for it. I don't understand why we have cheese hair. It's cheesy. Like, I love cheese, but not as a hair. So yeah, but anyways, as you can see in his bedroom, I made it a little bit more modern and a little bit more masculine traditionally, and we've already finished. I don't know why I'm talking about it now, but yeah, and I also put a pride flag in there, the true pride flag. So yeah, anyways, the bathroom here, I do change these countertops because I had Liberty go and fix some dinner, and she kept going into the bathroom to prepare the food, and I just could not. I was like, no, I'm not having this. There's a counter right here. You literally walked past it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what code, what path, what routing. I don't know what it is, but she just went there. So I replaced that with just a normal pedestal sink, and you will see that in the screenshots. So she will actually properly prepare food in the kitchen, thankfully, because the kitchen is actually kind of cute. I kind of like it. It's open, it's breezy, it's functional. But yeah, I also did add a carport here earlier, and I did adjust the house a little bit there so that the hallway, like from the bedrooms area section of the house, you can go through that hallway to get to that carport. I thought that was quite realistic, and it also leads to the little back garden here. It's nothing special. I didn't want to go too crazy, because I feel like whenever I do play these Sims, I'm going to play with more packs, so I'm going to add my own stuff, but and this also allows you all to kind of customize it too. But I do place some planter boxes, a grill. They had a lot of things that they could use out here already, and I was just going through their inventory and kind of cleaning some stuff out, going through it, making sure I didn't miss anything. Placed a garbage can out back and a grill, and I was gonna place this bookcase, but it just was too big, so there was 2 more, so thankfully they had 3 bookshelves before. Isn't that wild? I don't know why I think that's wild, but it's just crazy. But yeah, and then I just went in and just added some more details. I added, another chair there. I thought that was kind of realistic. They had just like an extra chair, and maybe they were, entertaining, and they just was like, oh wait, we need to have an extra chair just in case. And I also added these little lights. I was gonna say lamps, but I said lights, and I tried to say both at the same time. It's weird. But I added these little lamps to the fence posts with move objects, and I shrank them down one so that they could fit better, and I thought that looked kind of nice. And I surrounded it with these debug hedges because they're free and they are just really nice, and I gave them a little fence opening here. I don't know why I'm narrating every single thing, but yeah, it was a nice little build, and I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments down below, and let me know what townies you want to do next, because I did get a lot of really good suggestions in the last video. And be sure to go check out the tiny house build for Johnny Zest. I will leave that in the iCard section as well as in the description down below. But yeah, I love you all so much. I hope you all take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay home, stay hydrated. You better drink some water today, hun, because I know you ain't drank none. I haven't either. I mean, I've drank a little, but I've had some tea, so it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I love you all. Stay safe, and yeah, thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles.
Playing our favorite song. Turn it up, windows down, we sing along. summer night has just begun. The moon is bright, let's have some fun. Oh, this is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. Calling sick in the morning,